Hi, everybody. It's Marlene just coming in to do a check in, chat, update, all of that. I just want to give you guys an update um, to let you guys know what's going on with me. And I just decided at like yesterday to do this update. I just put up the vlog on Life with Marlene channel. So if you guys want to see like the in-depth, what really happened, my experience, check out my vlog on Life with Marlene channel. But yeah, I just wanted to check in over here and let you guys know that, I'm okay. I made it through the storm slash hurricane. For those who don't know, I live in Florida, and this happens like every year around like the end of September or October, usually. This is the first time since 2017. This is the first time since 2017 that we've actually had like a close encounter with a hurricane. The last one we had in our area was in 2017, and I believe it was Hurricane Irma in 2017. Oh, hey, I see some people coming in. Hi, everybody. Hey, Boss Life Online, welcome in. How are you doing? Hey, Edward Smart, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Hey, Tall Man TV, welcome in. Good to see you. How are y'all on your Sunday? Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys some updates on the things that's going on with me in my life. Yeah, like I was saying, for those who don't know, I live in Florida. In my area of Florida, we usually don't get affected by hurricanes that it affects us like the devastation that happened in I believe it was Fort Myers and the other areas. Hey Juba, thank you so much for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. How are you doing, Juba? In my area, we usually don't get much of anything, and I think that's the reason why years ago my parents moved to this area of Florida, because while like certain things happen in my area of Florida, but we are not like the areas like Orlando, Miami. Those areas get hit more with the storms than we do. But right now, I'm just thinking about those who really truly were affected by the storms, like because people have really been devastated by this. Like, it's no joke. Some people have lost absolutely everything. They've lost their homes. Some people have lost their lives. So I'm not trying to downplay anything like it's a joke or anything. This is a really serious thing that happens. Some people like have lost absolutely everything. They've lost their homes. They've lost everything that's in it. Some people have actually lost their lives. They've lost family members. Last time I checked, the weather service in my city and in the state of Florida in general, the last one that I saw, it was 124 people have passed away from this storm. So, I mean, it's not storm, hurricane. And like, you may not think that that's a lot, but 124 is a lot of people when you think about 124 people. That's families that are affected, that they've lost someone that they love because of a hurricane. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Thank you so much, Juba. One love to each and every one. I pray the good Lord keeps everyone safe. Thank you so much, Juba. Appreciate that. I'm glad you're okay. Thank you so much for sharing, Edward. Appreciate that. Yeah, Fort Myers got hit really bad. It was, I believe, last update when I was looking here on my iPad. And I saved this on the tab. It said who got hit the hardest that I knew of. One was Fort Myers, and the other one was, hold on. Of course, you guys know when you are trying to do something, it does not pull up like you want it to. Just give me a second, everybody. I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm just trying to pull up what I saw a few moments ago. Yeah, it was Cape Coral. Cape Coral, Fort Myers Beach. Um, those areas got like completely devastated. And my thoughts are with them in some places, Placid, Florida. Some places like really they got hit. They got hit as a category 4 by the time that the hurricane got to my area. It was 4, and by the time it got to me, it was a 2. So I didn't get what they got. They got like hard hit. Yeah, Boss Life Online, like a lot. It was like really scary, even though like we weren't going to get a direct hit. You really never truly know like how is it really going to be for you, because all the meteorologists can do is give you a prediction. They're doing their best to predict, but at any time things can shift and hit you in a different way. So I'm just grateful that myself, my family that lives here in the immediate area, like they're okay. The only thing that like really happened, like some of my sister's siding came off of her home. um my brother also lost power for 2 days where he is in his apartment. um I'm trying to think. I think that's about it. Oh, and my cousin, she lives in Sarasota, and she was saying that she experienced some flooding, like in her backyard. There was some flooding that was involved. So, you know, yeah, that's a lot considering previous storms. Because like usually in my area, it's like when they say stuff, I'm not trying to downplay it, but like people, I think that's the reason why some people died. Maybe some people who died um, during this hurricane, because when they say that things are going to happen, when you live somewhere for so long, you kind of are like, oh, please, nothing is going to happen. It's not going to come to this area. And then what if it really does? So, if they had said that it was time for us to evacuate, we definitely would have evacuated, but we didn't get those orders for evacuation. It was just like, um, you know, you saw the worst if you saw my vlog. Yeah, it's really heartbreaking, Juba. Really heartbreaking. Sandoval? Where is that, Edward? Sandoval? I don't know where that is. Yeah, so that's what happened. And it was like really difficult to handle. I'm not trying to sound like a crybaby or a spoiled brat, but it's like really hard for 2 straight days to endure not having air conditioning, because when you don't have air conditioning, it's like you can't breathe and your house is so hot. When I looked at the um the weather outside was actually cooler than in the house. Outside was like 74 and in the house was like 87, and 87 in a house is like sweltering hot. So it's like you can't bear to like be in it, and like to be able to try to sleep and endure that for like 2 days is difficult. And then of course, when your power goes out, everything that's in your fridge, like I didn't talk about that in the vlog, but things that was in the fridge, all of that spoiled, because of course if you don't have power for 2 days, all your food goes bad. So that was really stressful. And I know a lot of people that are having it difficult because It's like you have food and you're expecting your food to last you for so long, and now you got to throw all that food in the trash and for some type of way go and get some more food. And I understand some people don't have the money to replace it. So you got people who are out there who are literally starving right now because they can't afford to buy the food. And when I went to in the store just a few days ago, like because people are trying to get all of this stuff for the hurricane preparedness, there's like nothing in the store. So even when you're ready to get back on track, there's so many things that's not on the shelf that has not been stocked because either a shortage or people have just been greedy and take all the water. Like there's absolutely no water. I'm so glad when it was we got the warning. I went and got like 4 or 5 cases of water for myself, and then my niece got water, my sister got water. So we have plenty of water to last us for at least a month. Hopefully by a month out they'll have more water available in the store. But yeah, it was really stressful. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. Okay, I pray the good Lord will touch everyone that gets affected and give them healing and blessing their soul that they may recover very soon. Thank you, Juba. Appreciate that. I agree. Yes, Boss Life Online. Amen. I really feel sorry for the people who have lost their lives. Um, so sometimes some things don't, like, you can't understand until you step in those shoes. Like seeing all the news reporters go to those areas where like it's nothing but devastation, and like the ground is level. Like that used to be their home, and now it's just pieces of stone and cement and gravel. And it's like they lost everything. They have nothing. Some people have no money. Some people, they've lost their family members in that home, because some family members refuse to evacuate. I've been seeing lots of tragedy, and it makes me like really sad. Like it's really affected my vibes. Yeah, I really try to be an upbeat, positive person, but like it has really brought down my vibes recently, because like just thinking like that could have been me, that could have been my family member. You never know, you know, when time is going to come. That's why I feel like it's so important to not, stay mad at people that you really love. Tell them you love them, tell them you forgive them, and then just move on, because you never know if that's going to be your last day to be around those people. So if you love them, tell them. Hey, TSM rapper, how you doing? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. I hope you're well. Oh, Sandoval is in Central Florida. They got hit also. Okay. I never heard of Sandoval. I've only heard of Sanibel, which is like near Sarasota, but I've never heard of Sandoval. Hey, Eunice. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Yeah. Sanibel. Yeah, I know about Sanibel. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Lots of people have been devastated. A lot of people. So, it was when they told us, I believe Monday, they said on Monday that we're going to be getting either a tropical storm or a hurricane coming. And that was, when I say Monday, that was, let me see the date, because today is the 2nd. And this occurred Wednesday, from Wednesday to Friday, from the 28th to the 30th. So we found out on the 26th of September that we were going to have a tropical storm that Wednesday going into Thursday. So some people made a choice on that Monday to leave, and they went outside of the state. They went and stayed with somebody because, it doesn't hurt to be safe. Yeah. Yeah, we have to live good with each other. And kind of change my mood and everything for a few days. That's what, like, I wanted to take. Even today, I still was not, my vibes was still not high enough to do my Sunday talk show today. I just needed some time to do some more thinking and to appreciate my life. I think we don't value our life enough until our life is in danger, or when you are at risk losing it, or you see other people losing their lives. Like, it's a real thing, and for it to be like so close, because people who have lost their lives, they're only about an hour and a half drive from me, and that's not that far away. It could be anybody. So all those people, they're in my thoughts, they're in my prayers. I just always wish that there was something more that I could do to help other people. But just talking about it, talking about how you feel, I think it's important to talk about how you feel, and to not push it down and act like it didn't happen, because it's real and it's happened to people, and people have lost, people have died, people are devastated, people have no money, people have no homes, they've lost their children, they got water flowing into their homes. And I people just can't understand what that's like until you can see it, like I've seen with my own eyes, because I have been down to like Miami and different places, when I was doing some of the what do they call that? Helping people, when we had the back in, what year was that? I don't know. I think that was Katrina, when something happened in Florida, like the edge of Florida, and I went down to help with some of the devastation. Like, I saw it with my own eyes. I saw, like, the ground level, and there was like nothing but pieces of gravel and stone, and that's where people used to live. And lots of people died at that time. So I've seen it with my own eyes. It just shakes you to your core. What do you think about the flood insurance issue? Do you think that should change the listing of flood areas? Um, I don't know, because that's one of those gray areas, Edward, that they can't really know really what is a flood area, because basically all of Florida can be flooded, you know, because water is, we're surrounded by water. But I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. I just think that if you move into a place, you should know, because some people, I don't know how, but I read reports, I've seen things online, and there are some people who say that they didn't know that they were living in a flood area. They were deceived by realtors or whoever it is. So, yeah, so it's a lot of things, and not just that. And it's not just the flooding that I was worried about, Edward and everyone else. I was also worried about, like, the food thing, because right now it's kind of critical in the store. You go in the store and, like, I mean, the shelves are like empty. I wish I could have shown some of the footage, but of course, when I went into the store, there's no, I still did not have any Wi-Fi, or not Wi-Fi. I wasn't able to charge my phone. So of course everything was dead. I wish I could have shown, like, some of the things, like the shelves empty, how people were grabbing things. I just don't understand. Like, at the end of the day, you're not the only person who needs food. Like, there's people who, like, hoarding all of this food, and, like, what are you going to do with all this food? And then at the end of the day, all the electricity cut off. So where did they put all of this food? I don't understand. It's like they're being greedy, and then it it spoiled. Hey Don, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I know. I was worried too. I was worried too. Yes, my prayers, my heart and prayers go out to everyone affected, especially those who lost family and friends. May God comfort them in this unfortunate time. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Yes, yes. Donna saying hi to everybody. I had one of those. But the whole thing about that is what even those solar charges, they only hold power because I charged my phone because the storm didn't hit until Wednesday night. At that time it was a storm, and it hit Wednesday night, and I charged up like 60-70% when it hit and the power cut off. So of course, there's no more charging. So at that point I had 70%. But every time your phone rings or something, um there's nothing. And I'm kind of upset right now with my phone company because not having Wi-Fi in the house, I used all my data up. And it's like, I'm not going to get any more data until 3.5 weeks. It's like, what am I supposed to do not having data? They said I used up all my data. Of course, I used up all my data up when there's no Wi-Fi around for 2 days. So it's like now I'm stuck with having slow to no service on my cell phone, even though it's back. So that's irritating. I feel like we should be able to get a break here in Florida, at least for a month, with our cell phone company. Give us some more data, because most of us had to use up all of our data to because you got everybody calling you. So every time you answer your phone, your data gets used. So that's irritating. Well, I think that's relative. I think that's a relative, Don. I could always use some things, but I try to walk in gratitude and be grateful for the things that I have. But yeah, I always could use something. Right, what I could really use is I could use some more data for my phone company. That would be nice. Okay. That would be nice if phone companies would think about you, if the electric company would turn on your power instead of waiting 2 days. Because it was like, okay, I understand Wednesday night to Thursday was dangerous, but what about Friday morning? Nothing was happening Friday morning that they could not have come out and gave us power. They waited until uh, if it wasn't Saturday night or Sunday morning. What's today? No, today's Sunday. So we got everything back yesterday. So they waited for a whole 24 hours after everything was clear. It was sunny, beautiful outside, and they said they have to wait until they're sure that the storm has cleared. Now, I don't understand that part. Okay, it's really hard, so you have to put your fingers crossed and pray for each other. Yes, Juba. That's why it's important to prep. Then you don't have to worry about trying to find food items during a crisis. Yeah, but the whole thing about that, Edward, is even though I did try to prep, there was nothing on the shelves. And this was days and days ahead. This was days ahead. We found out we were going to have a storm slash hurricane on Wednesday. And I went that same day, that Monday, and everybody was in the store grabbing everything. You know how it goes, like it's pure mayhem. Like people go nuts. People show their true colors. They don't care about other people pushing people out of the way. like you got an older lady and they almost knocked them over with a walker, and they can't walk fast and pick up stuff, or they're trying to get a case of water and they rush past her and grab the water before she can get it. Like, I think like people lose all dignity, decency, when it comes to these things. Like they're just out for themselves, and I just don't like that. Yeah, companies don't care. I know they don't. It's been proven true, not just Florida, but like everywhere, when it comes to at the end of the day, even though people will disagree with me and don't like my statement, I do believe that a lot of things happen based on what's your financial situation, like what's your zip code. If you don't have lots of money in your bank account, or you don't live in a rich area, you're not really a priority, you know. I forget what's the word that they call it, the things that they do to low income. I can't think of the word, but it's a thing that they do, that they wait, and then you're like last on the list to get everything, last on the list to get water, power, even in the stores. In certain zip codes, they're last to get those food trucks to get supplies to their grocery stores. Of course, you know, the richer communities, they've had their shelves restocked from Saturday morning, whereas on my side of town, the the shelves still don't have lots of items and they're out. So everything is about your zip code, your financial situation, and who you know. Because sometimes if you don't know, like I've had my friends who live in more affluent communities and they say, hey, come over on this side. We have this, we have water, we have this, we have that. And then, you go on that side, think you can get it. But not everybody has the ability to, some people don't have cars, some people don't have lots of other things, or they don't have the finances to be able to buy what they want to get, or do things like that. And even after all of that, even when the power comes back on, still after everything, it was like, just maybe I've had my internet back maybe for like 6 or 7 hours after the lights and everything came on. They still waited even more time to give us back our Wi-Fi. If you don't have Wi-Fi, there's a lot of things that means you can't get back to your level of comfort that you had before. So I was like, what's up with that too? It's just a lot of little irritating things that they do that I just don't like it. And for me, it does not matter. It doesn't matter if I had some ridiculous amount, even if I had $17 million. I don't want to get preferred treatment just because of money. I don't think that that's fair. If I can't get water, then you can't get water. I think it should be across the board, but that's not how it works. Boss Life Online says that's how they did when the power went out in January 2 years ago. They wanted their money while we were freezing. Oh my goodness. I remember when you covered some of that. See, but I can't understand uh, that, because yours happened when it was cold outside, right? Boss Life Online, let me know. I don't want to jump to any conclusions. My husband and I have been planning for a while in case of natural disaster. We even have dehydrated food that lasts 25 years. We keep plenty of water, candles, even waterproof matches, first aid kits. That's great, Eunice. Um, I think we did pretty well. We had plenty of water, we have plenty of food, but it's just the comfort. Like, there's no comfort like having air conditioning. Like, you take those things for granted sometimes when you're used to just coming in your home and you feel cool. Like, if it's hotter inside your house than outside, it's really stressful. And we had plenty of food. We had water. So we were blessed in that aspect, because some people, even that, they didn't have power, but they also didn't have food either. And I can't imagine how miserable that must be. And then what do I think about the poor, like the little grandmas and aunties and people who have some type of handicap, or they're not able to do things like I could easily do, like get up, go somewhere and get something, or take care of things, or those right now who like need their branches picked up and their grass mowed, and to clean up in their house if something happens. So it's a lot of things that I'm grateful for that I have right now. So I'm walking in gratitude right now. Yep, that is the way to do it, Eunice. My husband and I even found light bulbs that you can charge up ahead of time so you can have lights. We were working on getting a couple of generators. Yeah, and that's another thing. I've been trying that for a long time. But of course, the generators, it goes by who has the biggest, in the finances, because it's like they have generators, but it's like they it goes by like who's going to pay the most, and they only have a certain amount in stock. And how does it say it's in stock? You get to the store and there's none in stock. So I don't know. I don't know. It's all good, Don. I was just covering, some of the things, some of the injustices that happen, in the community. It's just some of the injustices that I just don't like. And it's just life in this world. It's just how things are, that it's not a level of fairness across the board. I feel like if electricity gets cut off, it should be for everybody, not just certain areas. If there's no food, it should be no food in all areas. But how come, yeah, when I went to the other side of town, people who are affluent, they got plenty of water. They have plenty of food in there, but it's in the poor communities. It's like ridiculous. There's like nothing on the shelf. And if they have things on the shelf, they have a thing. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, called price gouging. Like they'll charge like a case of water for $15 in a poor community. Like, who can pay for that? So they're saying, like, if you see price gouging, to report it, but all of those things. But people will just do it because, well, in desperate situations, people just are trying to do what they have to do. So, well, how am I? Like, physically, I'm okay, but I feel like it took a little toll on me emotionally, like seeing all the devastation. I know you guys see things when you don't live somewhere, like on the news, but like they show us like living in Florida, like I see like the real devastation things like on the local news, and like hearing reports from people coming out of Cape Coral and Fort Myers and Sanibel Islands. And I see that like with my own two eyes, and then like hearing the people who passed away, and like they have all of these things, like it's going to be in the papers, all these people who have died. It like, even though it's not me, but I always feel like I'm empathetic, that it's somebody's mom, auntie, cousin, brother, sister, friend, somebody's loved one. It's just tough. And just trying my best to not be so emotionally involved, but I can't not be involved. That's just how I'm made. I wish I wasn't that way. I'm just a very empathetic person. I just care about people and love people, and always wish that I could do more. But I think just talking about how you feel, and not holding it, inside, I think that's important for me. Because how I used to be is I was always the person that I would always pretend that everything was okay, even when I wasn't, like saying, "Oh, yeah, I'm fine," have a smile on my face, and I'm really not. So I'm learning to not do that. Like, if I'm not okay, I just say I'm not okay, or I need to talk about it, or I just need to take a break. So this is not just me here and what happens in Florida. There's a lot of places that have been affected besides Florida. I've heard there was flooding in Jamaica. um, I know South Carolina got hit. Also, certain places in Virginia. So it's not just Florida, even though that's what everybody is talking about. But lots of people have got affected besides Floridians. Yes, seeing, witnessing devastation up close and personal is different. Yeah, it is. It is. It's really different. It hits home. It hits home, and it feels completely different because, like it could be you. Oh, wow. How can people help that are not financially stable? Do you know of any organizations I can share? Um, uh, let's see. You mean organizations that are helping, Don? Is that what you mean? Hey, Albert. Welcome. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing today? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to everybody who's here in the stream. So let's see. I talked about all that. Okay. Then it gets to the next thing. A lot of people during this time, like their work was canceled. So, that happened to me they canceled me for 2 days work. Some people, they cancel them for the whole week. And it's like, it's not that I'm not grateful, because I am. I'm grateful to be alive, but it's just like when you don't work for 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, that income that was supposed to be there is not there. And I feel like it's not fair that they don't have something in place. Like there should be like a hurricane, like, okay, we cancel your work, but it's not my fault that the I was available wanting to go to work. There should be something in place for employees, like, okay, we cancel you from work, but we know you still have bills. We know, you still have things that need to be taken care of. And it's not that way. It's like some people are like really hurting because not only do you lose work, now you have to rebuy stuff. This is an expensive time for people who are affected by the hurricane, because you have to buy cleaning supplies, all of this stuff, extra. The food that spoils, you got to replace that, all the while, and you still don't have income replaced. Actually, you lost. And some places, some jobs still have not opened because some places are still closed. Yeah. Yeah, the Red Cross, I would say it's safe, but it doesn't the Red Cross only helps those who are in certain communities. It doesn't help everybody, like across the board. They don't help everybody. It's only those in certain areas. Because even I tried to go to some of those places and get some food, and they say it's only for those. They're only creating a fund for people who live in certain communities, and they're shipping the stuff to like places that have been devastated. So they say because my area was not devastated, it's not available for us, which I don't think is fair, because yeah, we didn't lose our homes, but we lost days of employment. We still need food. So it's just a lot of injustices, the things that people don't really know and understand what's going on. Like in Florida, yes, the terrible, awful devastation happened in those areas, but also lots of other things happened too, like what I was just talking about. And nobody wants to talk about those who, after it hits you, like what happens, when are they going to restock the stores, when are we going to have gas at the gas station? Because like some gas stations, when everything closed off, all of those gas trucks were not coming in, so like some gas stations, like they're out of gas. So it's just a lot of things, and I'm just trying to keep it on positive note. But I also like to be transparent because, like, this is an inspirational channel. I can't just come on here and be like, yeah, everything's great, everything's perfect, and it's not. It's just the reality that things are just it's tough for a lot of people, not just Floridians, people in Virginia, people in South Carolina, people lots of places. So just if you know people and you want to support them, try to support them. And also, I would encourage you guys, if you have somebody you love, don't wait for an opportunity to tell them, because at any moment things can change and shift. Make sure you tell your loved ones you love them, and hug them, and forgive people. You never know if it could be your last day. So that's all really. I just wanted to check in, chit chat with you guys and let you know that happened. Right now in my area, my power is restored. Got Wi-Fi, but still dealing and trying to cope with, it's like not really. You go in the store and the store is open, but the shelves are like devastated. So I'm grateful that I did a pretty good shopping and I have some things, but I'm hoping that in the next few days the stores will get restocked. So I'm just trying to keep positive. I think that's important, to be positive and be grateful for the things that you have, and because things could be worse. I try to think about it that way, but I'm realistic. It's tough to not have certain conveniences that you like and the things that you want, but you just have to keep going on, and keep your head up and keep trying. So yeah, I'm trying to get back into a regular routine. I'm going to try to get back into the regular routine of uploading content. Probably not going to have a dose of positivity tomorrow, but I'm going to try to get back on schedule for Wednesday and Friday to have Wednesday have the story time, and Friday to have a dose of realness. I hope so. I hope that happens really soon. You were about to say what? Oh, okay, Don. I saw your comment. God has your back. We're so glad you're okay. Thank you so much, Eunice. I appreciate everybody's support. You want a place that helps everyone. I don't know what to say about that, Don. Um, I don't know what to say about that. I don't know a place that helps everyone. I don't know. You just will have to check online, like what organizations help everyone regardless. Yeah, one more thing that I want to say is one of the things that I don't like when hurricanes and stuff happen, they delay things like FEMA, and because they say that it's not a devastation. If a devastation did not happen in your area, they don't bring in extra food trucks, and they don't bring in extra things. So I feel like that's one of the things that I hope that they will change and put it into law. Why does it have to be only for devastated areas? If you had something major that happened in the state, I feel like it should be the state of Florida or the state of Virginia, the state of South Carolina, anywhere where some devastation happened in your state, it's going to trickle down and affect the entire state. But they don't see it that way. So what can I say? I'm just being transparent and telling you guys what it really is, from a Floridian. So I'm just grateful that I am okay and I'm alive. I got power. My family is intact. Oh, Dawn, it's on my homepage. I can't even say. Um, Let me look. I think I do have it on my homepage. Let me look. I think I did link it on. Yes, it is. It's on my homepage. Oh, that's so sweet of you. I'm not. I didn't come on here to ask for for any help, but anything that if you feel inclined to do it, and then I welcome it and I thank you. And I appreciate all of you guys. And thanks everybody who checked in on me, not just on YouTube here. People have checked in on me on Instagram, through email. I've had phone calls, text messages. Sometimes you feel like, just feel like this is just YouTube. Um, and you're like, what really sometimes I feel that way, like what really is my channel, like Marlene Motivates, because it's like I'm not at 100K. I don't have, you know, that 500,000 people, but I do think that my channel impacts other people. So I appreciate that you guys are impacted by me. You care about me. I'm not gonna cry. But thank you so much for thinking of me. Thank you for all your prayers, the kind words, and seeing if I was okay. Yeah, I'm okay physically, but I got to work on that emotional part. But I just keep praying and praying for people who are in the path right now of it, that they'll be okay. But right now, Marlene's okay. I'm just trying to get back on track. When things happen in your life, it's like not an immediate thing, that you don't just get back on track like right away. It's not like you're robots, you're a human being and you have feelings. So I'm trying to get back on track and give you guys the good content. I got some good things coming. I'm really excited for some content that will be coming on the channel starting next week, and that's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys' reaction to this content that will be coming. It'll be premiering on the channel next week. So that's going to be great. I'm trying to keep things upbeat, positive, try not to be negative. As my mom would always say, don't allow room for the devil. So I won't, I refuse to. I'm going to keep positive, and I'm going to look to see if I can reach out my hand and help another human being and encourage them and support them, because I don't want it to be about me. I don't want it to be about me, but I want to share my story and let you guys know, like, I just don't want to disappear for 3 or 4 days and just don't say anything. I want to be honest with you guys and let you guys know what I've been through. So if you guys haven't seen the vlog, I put out a vlog on my Life with Marlene channel to show like some of the things. I didn't show everything because, of course, like I said, I didn't have power to show like down trees and things. There's certain things that I wish that I could do, but like when you don't have power, you really lose a lot, like footage and things that I wanted to show, but I showed the best that I could. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you all for your concern. Thanks for your prayers. Appreciate all of you guys. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Appreciate you. That's so sweet of you. Oh, that's so nice. It's nice to have a care and concern and love from others. I love you too, Gio, very much. You found it? Okay. Thank you, Don. Appreciate you. And everybody else, and those who are in the path of the storm, the hurricane, please, if you are told to evacuate, please evacuate. Yeah, and I'm going to keep thinking and praying for you guys and everybody else, those who are not on the path of this storm. I just want to encourage you all and keep your head up no matter what you're going through, whatever difficulty, whatever trial you may be enduring right now. Just know you're not alone. And that's something that we usually feel like all the time, that we're alone and going through something, but you're not. So keep your head up. Try your best to be positive. And of course, if you're feeling some type of way, you can always reach out. I'm here to encourage you. That's why I wanted to do this channel, Marlene Motivates, to inspire, to encourage you all, to motivate you, strengthen you, and also to share my story and my experiences. And I am looking forward to really soon to share some more things that's happening to me in my life. I'm just waiting for, you know, for the things. What did they say? You don't talk about it when you're going through it. You talk about it when you've come through it. So when I come through on the other side, I'm going to be sharing with you all something else that's happening to me in my life right now. But yeah, thank you all so much. I appreciate all of you. And I just want to end with this song from Boss Life Online. And Gio Monroe, she made this song. She made this song for the therapy sessions for herself. I am Tracy Lee and myself. And hopefully, really soon, if not next week, the week after, we're going to be coming back with another therapy sessions and talk about another topic. I'm looking forward to that as well. I thank you guys. You guys inspire me. You all encourage me. I love reading your comments in the comment section. Keep your head up and be positive. And I'm going to leave you with the song that's written by Gio Monroe, and it's I Made It. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys on, I think that would be Wednesday story time. See you guys. Have a good evening. Enjoy your Sunday.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you?